Hi, my name is Fee. I'm a 3D artist looking to practice more 2D sketching. This channel is where I share some of those study sessions and exercises during my sketch practice. Currently, I'm working through the How to Render book by Scott Robertson. I'm starting a artist commentary series where I share my thoughts and processes as I go through the exercises when practicing something like this. Alright, so let's get into it. I almost always start out with a box when I'm starting an exercise like this from the book, and I'm also really just trying to mimic what I see in the diagrams or illustrations of the books as a setup before I do the exercise. I also draw through my object as though it is made of glass or is fully transparent, and this helps me establish the back edges of the volumes, which will help me with my shadow construction later. In this exercise, I know the light direction is coming from the top right of the screen here, and I make my first light direction lines that is coming down from that direction. You can see I establish also a shadow direction line which is going to flow opposite of my light source. If this is something that you are having trouble with learning to cast shadows on simple volumes, I also have a video on that. Okay, now that I have the basic shadow of the box established and the light and shadow direction, I'm setting up the actual objects that will cast the shadow onto my box. In this case, we have a angled stick that is leaning on the box. So for this angled stick, I realized that I should have drawn another construction line to the base of that stick so that I know where on the ground that stick actually intersects. From here, it's just a matter of, again, making that simple triangle shape with the light direction and the shadow direction line. Once you do that, you'll be able to find the intersection of where that shadow direction line intersects with the bottom of the box. And at that point is where we'll connect the base of the stick with the box, and then the box with the top of the stick to thus create our cast shadow. the second part of this exercise, we're creating a triangular shape at the top edge of the box that is hanging off the corner there. I'm differentiating the color of this triangular shape in orange here just to show the actual object we want to cast the shadow onto the box. From here, at each point of that triangular shape, I'll draw a vertical line coming down from those points to create a edge or a stick. You can see here I sort of messed up where the intersection of that vertical stick is with the ground, so you'll want to establish that point before you actually draw the shadow direction lines. Once the shadow direction lines are established, we can draw our light rays or light direction lines down from the triangular shape to the ground plane, and at that intersection point is where the cast shadow of that triangle shape will be on the ground. Now all that's left to do is to see how that shape projects onto the vertical surface of that box, and you can do that again by connecting the intersection points of that bottom edge of the box to the top of those triangular points. Alright, that about wraps things up with this exercise. Let me know if you'd like me to do more of this, or if there's a particular exercise from the book or from my videos that you'd like me to do commentary on. This is something new I am trying out with the channel, since most of the videos on my channel are silent and only soundtracked to music. Thanks for sticking around, and until next time, I'll catch you on the flip.